Hey guys, my name is Jordan Phoenix and this is Drawing the Human Figure from Your Mind, lesson 152. Okay, so now continuing on to understand these pulley systems, we're gonna need to understand, okay, so what happens now, because we're only moving this finger here, right? What about, how do you move this finger? So basically the way this is gonna work is, now I'll just show you this so we can be anatomically correct in understanding this, right? So the way this is that these muscles that are coming out, right, the way they work is they're designed to work in two different ways, meaning that the top muscles here, right, and then they're going to be muscles on the bottom, not like this, just one, and that's going to interact with this hand that allows you to do these very sophisticated movements of the fingers, delicate movements. So what happens is that this muscle here, right, he is just going to come from here, and he's going to actually connect to over here to this system, okay? So meaning that he's going like this and he's connecting over here and he's going to attach to a pulley system. So here we're just going to cover all this stuff here in a sheet here, right? So he's interjecting in here. This muscle here is interjecting here. So he's got two muscles from the side over here, okay? Meaning that that muscle here from the side, so this guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to go over here to this guy, like this, okay? So what happens on this side? This is where we're going to have to look at the bottom of the hand to get to that, but just know that on the bottom of the hand you're going to now have muscles that are going to be coming from the bottom connecting to the top here, meaning to the side, okay? So this gives you a good understanding of how these muscles on top, and there are a few muscles on the palm of the hand that work together to move these fingers, which allows you to do many things with the hand, and opening like a jar or something. Okay, so meaning that, okay, well, if this guy goes here, he's going to go here, he's going to go here, right? But the thing is that over here we've already seen, okay, he's got here, then we know about this muscle that he's also connected over here, but he also comes in here, so he's got two on this side, right? So meaning that this guy here is just going, so over here the thing would be, okay, connect him here, and then connect him here, but it's actually for the middle finger to be much more stronger, right? It's going to connect, this guy is going to connect over here, okay? So this gives you an understanding of, you know, which fingers are powerful on the hand. So the index finger has all these muscles working together, right? It has these two muscles, and then it's going to have muscles that are going to come from the bottom. One muscle from the bottom that's going to help it, and then the middle finger, you can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different systems, meaning that the middle finger is obviously much more tougher. It's got more power in it, and the index finger is second in line, just like these guys, right? So this guy just has more stuff here. Not that difficult. So just understand that the middle finger, it has two muscles coming here, two muscles coming here. This guy has two muscles coming here, one muscle coming from underneath, one muscle coming from underneath, and obviously this guy is going to have the same thing, one muscle coming from underneath, and here's that bone here, we don't want to lose that. And then he's going to have two muscles coming from the side, which we'll look at in a second. Okay, so basically what happens is that from these pulley systems, you're going to have two pulley systems on each side here, right? They're going to come here, and they're going to attach to this point here on that finger, allowing you to now move this finger just like this. Okay, so he's going to have one going in this direction, he's got one over here, and they're being connected, meaning that they're just covered in a sheet. Okay, so you've got this tendon here ends over here, then you've got two pipes here, two wires. Should be pretty clear. Just clean this up a little bit. It's that bone over here, so they stop right over here. Okay, so now I'll put all that stuff on these fingers. So I'll erase first so it doesn't get messy. So these guys are just, so, you know, just coming here. They're very close to this. They're not hanging out. It's just going to be like this, connect over here. It's going to be like this, and we know that it's covered in a sheet over here for that muscle. Right, same thing over here, connect over here. So two wires coming together, just like this. And this wire stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here. Covered in a sheet over here. So meaning, look, the knuckles are being exposed here, right? To give you an understanding of what's going on with the knuckles, because keep in mind that bone here, then you've got that big tendon on top. That's what gives you the shape. Okay. So this is going to come here, connect like this. Right, so look at that side muscle. It's going to do obviously the same thing. It's just going to connect from the side here, and he's going to go over here. So let's put him in now. So he's going to be connecting from the side here, and this muscle connects to the side of this area here where we created this. Okay, and he's just going to go like this, and he's a muscle connected to the side of this bone here. So here you can see that the hand is automatically looking like by putting all these muscles, we can see how all this stuff is working, right? So we know that there's a muscle right here on the top. Okay, there's something else on the bottom which we'll look at, which gives us that round shape here, right here. See, this is that muscle here from the side. Then you've got some muscles down here that's giving you that bulb shape. So here you're going to have that sheet over here. So we already know about the tendons. There's nothing special going on here, right? We got those muscles, and we know that this big tendon goes here, and then it stops over here. That gives you that opening here in the skin, that ditch. Bring this up over here. You're going to get that nudge here for that bone for the wrist, right? So you can start to see what's going on. Okay. So what do we need to look at now is, what we'll do is now, I guess, wrap up the front. Not much to understand here, because we just need to look at the muscles of the palm and everything will start making sense. But look at what we were talking about, right? We talked about on the bottom you've got these sheets here which cuts off the hand over here cleanly, right? The skin, it's cutting this off just like this. It's hard to put this on camera, but when I turn it around, now we have a better understanding of what's going on over here. Why are we getting these ditches? It's because how these muscles are interjecting with each other over here. See? And that's why you're going to get that ditch right in here. But this gives you an idea of, okay, that's what I'm drawing. I'm drawing these muscles, are the middle finger, these muscles are going from here to here, and this is going from underneath over here. Right, so if you look closely, you can see this. You can see that this muscle is coming from here. It's going over here, right? And then from underneath you're going to have that. So meaning that giving you an understanding of what's going on with the skin, just like what's going on with over here. It's very slight over here. Okay, so let's wrap this guy up. So basically all we have to do is just put in the fat, and when we draw it, the surface anatomy is going to be a no-brainer. right? Because we know and we understand this. We understand these ditches here, right? We can see that in the hand clearly, and you can see that typically you see what? Like if I leave my hand here, there's nothing there, and if I do this, these two guys are mainly the two guys that are showing up, and then over here you're getting some bulge over here, right? Okay. So we're going to wrap this up because we need to understand just something a little extra over here about these pulley systems. Well, now let's just put in so we know that this is where the bone is ending right over here, right? So here, if we start to put in that pulp here, right, to define the finger, we know that, okay, well, we're obviously going to get that fingernail. It's going to be here. Just like this, and you know, here's that ditch area here. We can shade this in a little bit, just like this. See, over here it's just more roundish, right? The tip of the finger, it comes like this, then it goes inside, then it bulges out again, and the skin comes over here. Same thing over here, just like this. So obviously the little finger, you'll note even on your hand, it's a little twisted, right? Meaning that it has a slight angle on this side, and these guys are going up and down like this, but when you put it in the, see, it has that slight twist. So here, you know, so here you can put in this area here. For that knuckle, it's very slight over here. So we have to put in that pulp area, just like this. You get that top over here, you get that fingernail. Just speed this up. And this area is dark, right? This area is going to be dark, understood, simple concepts. And this guy has a slight, it goes in over here and then it bulges out over here, right? And over here, let's just understand the thumb now. Okay, so we know that, okay, well, we know about what's going on there. Skin over here, it's going to go like this, right? We know we're going to get that ditch over here. And obviously this is a little bone, depending on what's going on with the thumb, right? So if the thumb is like this, it's plain, but it bulges out. You can see that, depending on how you want to draw that. So here we'll just state, yeah, we get that. Okay, so over here, remember it's on an angle, so you got to think of this in 3D. So here you're going to have that pulp area over here, right? This is that bone. And you're going to get your thumb right here. And over here, we'll finish this off. Coming over here, we know about this area, right? How this goes, and then you're going to have that little ditch over here. It's going to connect in, so you're going to get that little area in here. It has a little bulge over here, right? So meaning that there's a muscle that's connecting from here, but we'll understand what happens from the palm area. Then we'll understand, all right, of course, there's like a slight bulge over here for that muscle. and you're going to get that in here. So here you can see we've got a completed hand, and this is a lot of information that it's going to help these ideas of symbolism snap everything into place when you're sketching the hand. Okay, so we'll now continue on to the palm of the hand. You join me for that. Thanks.